Showreel will help volunteers because it's entirely made by the volunteers, and we're rotating positions every 4 weeks, so it gives everyone an opportunity to try new things, and it lets us all work together in a big team, and we learn lots of things and get lots of experience.
I'm the production manager of the show, which I am in charge of everyone's roles, and everyone comes to me. The producer and head writer comes to me and lets me know what's happening, what do they want on the show.
I'm Elliot Bush. I'm one of the producers and as well as one of the assistant production coordinators on the show Showreel.
My name's Amanda Backey. I've had a year's experience in the film and TV industry, working on a couple of different projects. With Showreel, I am a production assistant and hopefully will be one of the presenters in the second lot, so the second lot of 4 weeks. At the moment, I'm helping the writers.
My name's Tony Pankaluik. I've started at 31 Digital since July 2012. I've just worked in various productions in different roles, and so right now I'm on Showreel, and my job right now is a writer, researcher and actor, and hopefully down the line I can be maybe presenter, but that's basically what I'm doing, just helping volunteering on this new Showreel program.
My name's Jacob Paint, and I've been volunteering here since mid last year. I've had experience in a few films and whatever over the years. I haven't done a lot of studying myself, so that's why I'm here, learning a little bit more. In Showreel, I'm basically DOP in the studio and any exterior shoots that they have. So I'm just controlling the visual aspect of it.
As the producer, I'm second to Brooke in running the show. So I'm running the content of the show. So in discussions with the writers on the show, with Matt and his other writing team, we'll come up with the basic layout of the show, which runs 3 segments per episode. It's a 28-minute show total in length, 30 minutes if you include ad time. So from there we'll go off and communicate with the host of the show about the content which will be coming up on the show, so they can go off and put down their notes.
It's fantastic at helping you develop skills and gain experience, because I graduated 2 months ago and I really wanted to get into TV, and obviously it's a really hard industry to get into, and I did the volunteer workshop with you, and yeah, no other place you can get experience like this, and especially with like a show like Showreel, all the volunteers do it and put in our own ideas and write it, and it's great. Like, you know, you take control of it and it's good.
Everyone on the team is already really good at what they do. We make sure that they know what they're doing. We don't just throw them into something without knowing what they're doing. They all get help and guidance, and they get training at the volunteer workshop, and we make sure that everyone is pulling their weight and that we're all working together well. The volunteers, they get experience that you can't really get anywhere else, because without getting a paid job you can't really learn on this kind of scale, but this is making real TV without needing any kind of qualifications, so you get to learn everything from scratch. You can do trial and error. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but it's not a huge deal if you mess up, because we're all learning and it's all about the experience.
For it, we obviously have the standard open communication channels through Facebook. There's also a lot of things going on behind the scenes with specific groups dealing with specific projects. There's writers working on one, and then there's crew working, and everyone shows up on different days and have the chance to alternate, obviously, as it's a learning experience.
This show is a really good opportunity for me to and finesse my skills in writing. I get to write a number of different kind of styles. I get to write for just a kind of talking news type discussion, and then also writing sketches, which is very different. And I get to work with other writers, and we can all pitch in ideas, and we all help each other out, and it's really good experience of writing.
Showreel has several different aspects going in. The intros and outros are mostly auto cue based, so the writers have gone in and they found most of the information for the reviews, and so that's read off of an auto cue, and then the presenters go in and discuss that at length, obviously just their own opinions, and then interviewing the guest and finding out what their opinions are, so there's another level there. And then there's the skits themselves, where we go out sometimes on location out and about, and also in studio. So that's a little bit of acting as well, which is new for me, and I think for a lot of the other volunteers here. So
yeah, like it's definitely stretching the boundaries. Like from what I normally do, like with just standard script writing, for fiction, what this is actually doing to me and trying to be innovative is, like I look at the network, what it is, 31 Digital. It's the demographics. It's got a wide variety within the local area, and I look at that and see what material I could use for the audiences, maybe to enjoy, and see if what works, what doesn't, just to try something new.
Well, I think anyone, if you apply for a job and they see that you're actually motivated and you're working in these sort of shows. And I think 31 Digital has come a long way over the past few years, because I used to volunteer here years ago and I stopped because I wasn't really going anywhere with it. At the time, 31 Digital wasn't really on a professional level in that way. And now I think, being here, that they've come a long way since then, so it's a lot more beneficial. And so working on these shows, if I go to someone and I say, I've done this show and this show, and these are the experiences, and I'll be able to explain to them in a much better detail what I've done and give them confidence in me.
So I think the main areas of that this is assisting me within my career aspirations is, firstly, it's experience, so gaining a real-world practical experience within the bounds of my aspirations. So letting me go off and gaining experience towards my resume, as well as gaining contacts within the industry. So as I said, my current role within the show provides me with having to go out and actively seek contacts, and being able to go off and talk to different people, get my name out there, and can only go off and help benefit me within my aspirations.
A lot of what I've done has just been self-taught, just experience making my own films and helping other people with films. And so I guess coming to 31 Digital, it's helps to consolidate a lot of the skills that I've learnt, and also give me confidence in this sort of environment, and that I'm doing things the right way. And so then hopefully I can take that onto paid productions in the future.
With the late night show, where I'm very much thrown in the deep end, Showreel will hopefully give me the opportunity to go back into the research side of things, really getting to know the subject matter, reading off on auto cue, and honing those presenting skills and the interview skills. Talking to people face to face on a couch can be quite daunting if when the lights go on and everything like that. So I'm really looking forward to having the opportunity to do that.
Showreel is important for my learning and experience. I get to learn in ways that I haven't previously done, and I wouldn't be able to learn anywhere else. And it's the kind of learning that you get to do at 31 Digital, and 31 Digital is helping other volunteers also gain the same kind of experience.
For me personally, it's really important because it gives you, experience, and you're not going to get that anywhere else. Like at uni, you don't do much prac, or for journalism you don't. And in your last year, you maybe do a couple of weeks of prac. And here, you can do it all the time, so it's really good.
They offer so many broad roles, whether it's camera, sound, writing, and just getting people into a team. It really gives them that boost, that sort of avenue to begin. And it just gives them all the requirements that you'd probably need down the line. There
isn't a large film and TV industry in Brisbane or in Queensland in general, but so to get into the industry is quite difficult, but 31 Digital allows anyone who has a passion for the industry to come in and gain experience that we can't get elsewhere in Brisbane.
I mean, 31 Digital relies on the volunteers, and a show like Showreel is for the volunteers. And so without a show like Showreel, you're missing out on a huge sort of opportunity there, because everyone's just doing little pieces here and there, but they're not getting that sort of holistic benefit of making a show themselves, unless you throw them into the frying pan and sort of, let us sink or swim, which I think we then prove to ourselves that we have the ability to achieve it.
Showreel's definitely given me a load of new contacts, meeting lots of other up-and-coming people in the industry that we can, in future, we'll always we'll always have each other, you know, as having a history of working together, and we can, you know, hopefully some of us will collaborate in the future on other paid projects.
I've already started making film contacts outside of 31 because of the work that I've done. People have seen that I've put in the time as a volunteer, you know, hours and hours of work that all of the people here do, and it's on such a professional level that that's recognised. And I love doing it. So
because 31 Digital is a local-based television show, we want to try and address local sort of film and television issues towards our actual audience. So we're looking at trying to arrange stuff that's more local towards Brisbane, even though it is a relatively minor film and television scene. It's good to try and bring sort of awareness of different areas within the scene, as well as sort of gaining interest with people, that our viewers who obviously have interest in the film and television industry, to look at what sort of avenues are out there, and sort of raise awareness of different events which are currently in motion in Brisbane, such as like the Brisbane International Film Festival, Gold Coast Film Festivals, the Brisbane Queer Film Festival, those sort of events which are going on there as well.
We're all from the community, and people want to know what's happening in the community, and we talk about, you know, stuff that everyone's interested in, and with our age demographic, and, you know, people should be interested in hearing about it. So
for me, it's just given me the skills. It's allowed me to meet new people, like new contacts. Maybe down the line, you know, it could come in handy. You know, it's just a new experience for me, especially like it's been very different from other programs I've been on 31 Digital. It's just a whole new experience. And regarding 31 Digital itself as like the company, I think what makes Showreel really important is it's a breeding ground. Like, all these new people are coming in various positions, and it's giving, you know, like they're basically the future for the, you know, it could be for the industry, and I think it's really, you know, a perfect launching pad for it.